Hey guys. Hey Kat. Kat is washing dishes in the background. Hey Tom. Tom, how are you? How you feeling? Um, I'm thinking about my guests for the week. I have three coming up. First one is Julie Reisler. Julie has a pretty big channel, and she's worked with some big name people um, in the spiritual community, including Greg Braden. If you know Greg, um, I was really lucky. I was given a name to drop. I did not think that I would be able to get her up. And someone said, "Would you like to have a conversation with her? Just drop my name. Let her know that I referred you." And I did. Um, and man, she could not have been more gracious or sweeter. Then Robert Lintz. Robert, he rode his bike across the country during their recession in 2008. I don't know why he rode his bike across the country, but we're going to find out. He is also a student teacher of A Course in Miracles, very much influenced by Gary Renard, and even more so by Kenneth Wapnick. He references Kenneth Wapnick a lot. So we are going to talk a lot about Kenneth Wapnick. He also, myself as well, he bought the book, Jesus and Forgiveness, the meeting place of Christianity and A Course in Miracles. Um, and it was a very influential book on him. It's an influential book for me. We both bought it used a while back. So we're going to talk about that. And then we have another Julie. Tiger King said he's not feeling well, but he wants to come up tomorrow, he said. Not tomorrow morning. He sent me another thing and said maybe tomorrow evening if he's feeling better. Hey, what's it? And Julie Burst is coming up. It's a week of Julies, two Julies. Not to mention Miss Flipper. Hopefully, the Esoteric Lounge will be back open for business sometime this week, upcoming week. We're off to a new month. Maybe if Sniper's busy, he might want to move it to, we'd set it up once a month. What's it says? Big name people in the spiritual community has a bit of an odd ring to it. Do you think so? I mean, you have um, Eckhart Tolle, Marianne Williamson. They're pretty big name people. Thank you. What's it? Cat says, bummer. Yeah. Well, maybe he'll surprise us. We get a genie from Tom. What's new, Tom? Tom, how's your not just I've been asking about you wrestling, but how was your clothing? How's your shop doing? And hey, Tom, what can I do? What can we do? What can our group do to help you get more stuff out? How can we help you, Tom? Hey, Buddha. Buddha, how are you? Hey, TX. Hey, TX, someone just sent me that. Don't know what to make of it. Cat says, I was hoping he would surprise us. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. Maybe he still will. Hey, Rosie. What's up, my friend? Buddha says, I'm good. Buddha, I'm doing pretty good too. So while we're on the subject, and I love talking about this, Buddha, when you come back in, when you're not in the background, hey Alamo City, um, is there anything we can do for you, my friend? Hey, nature guy. Hey, nature guy. You feel like coming up for a 10-minute Course in Miracles talk? Hey, Tyre. Um, nature guy says, "How are you?" I'm good. Hey, Danny. Buddha says, "I'm good, Yogi. Hope all is going well with you. I'm just relaxing." Thank you, Buddha. Nature guy says, "I can't right now. Unfortunately, I'm in the middle of dinner, but I appreciate the gesture, my friend. Maybe later. Got you. Just know, whenever we have an open um, schedule, you're always free to come up. I'll keep asking unless you don't want me to, my friend." Tataval Masay says, "Let's quote from A Course in Miracles: Nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists." Agreed. One of the best quotes. It sums up the entirety of the Course. There's a lot of others that I like as well. Sniper says, "Greeting, beautiful souls." Sniper, how are you? How's your day? Kat says, "Sums up life." Certainly sums up the Course, as well as others, spiritual path as well. I mean, it explains the concept of Maya, right? That you guys says, "Greeting, Sniper." Sniper says, "Lucid's directly on the prime meridian, and its latitude is approximately 50 degrees 42 north. The efficiency uh, verifies your position at the 52% node." Node? Nod. Node. Hey, Michael. Hey, that's okay, Michael. You can put in your work. Your channel is growing. It's a work of passion for you. Rose is going to be right back. We support you, my friend. Cat says, "Hey there, Sniper." Sniper says, "The exact geometric temporal intersection of the prime meridian, the 52-degree focal plane that I have identified as the architectural constant in the Great Pyramid's dimensions." Melissa says, "Alamo, if he's still here, I sub to your channel." I don't think he stays. Hey, Nino. Nino, how are you? Nino says, "Had a cat." Rosie is back. I'm being fussed at by my cat, one of my cats. Hey, we haven't gotten a trivia question for a while, Nino. You got anything new for us? I do appreciate the nights when I don't have a guest. I mean, obviously, I love the guest, um, but getting a chance to get caught up with you guys and just casual chat. Maybe someone's going to come up and do a song. Tatavama Say says, my favorite quote of all time is when Alan Watts explains the Big Bang. I saw in a bottle of ink against the wall. Are you familiar with it? I am. It's been a while. My favorite from Alan Watts is the potato sermon. You see if I can find the potato sermon. Yeah, I don't like that, Danny. I don't like us changing time. Potatoes. And Alan Watts. I'm going to see if I can find it for you, Tat. It's guy says, on a side note, my life is greatly improving since the start of the course. Miracles, and I am much happier, feeling back on track. Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. I thought Josh was coming up. I don't see him. So remember, it's Course Miracles isn't by rights. There he is. What's up, Joshua? How are you?
Hello.
Can't hear you.
I cannot hear you. Maybe it's because that siren. Hold on. Go inside my car. I'm outside. Can you hear me?
Very, very faintly.
Very odd. This is the good earpiece too. These are the good Bluetooth earpieces that I know work. That's really weird. Let me just turn it off. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah? Why is your volume still too low? I don't understand this. As long as you can hear me. As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters.
Yep.
It's hard for me to hear you, but that's good. Anyway, how is everyone today? How are you, Yogi?
I'm doing pretty good. Joshua?
That's good.
I like the burpees, by the way.
I'm just, happy that you're well, that everyone in here is well. Hello, Nino. How are you, Nino? Long time no see. What's it been like, 6 months? Anyway, so why don't you have a guest tonight? I figured today you would have a guest.
Just the way it was scheduled, the way it worked out.
It's really weird.
Well,
because at this time, if any, that's normally at this time if you do have someone.
it is true. But reach out to people. Some people aren't available. Some people, coming on next week. It's all you can do is reach out and work with the time that people have available.
I finished a Snapple apple, guys.
You did.
I mean, I don't really drink Snapple, but this was actually really good, and I just had to try something different, guys, and wanted to see if are you doing any more workouts?
I always work out. I haven't missed a workout since I was 11 years old.
Well, I know you do, but
I had the flu. I'm not doing any live streaming workouts right now or videos because I'm trying not to confuse the algorithms any more than I already have.
Right.
So I'm going to do my best to head in the direction that feels the most natural to me. And then maybe later, I have another channel that I don't do anything. It was my original channel before YouTube was owned by Google. Um,
Oh,
just um, to get on and leave comments, you had to register with YouTube. So I thought I might use that for maybe workouts, maybe for some nature stuff.
okay. Well, that's good because I mean, obviously, it's good to try to keep the algorithm where it needs to be. And you
Right.
have a channel like mine, it's hard to do that. It's very
Well,
difficult.
I think your channel, uh, the algorithm goes, oh yeah, that's just Joshua. He's crazy.
It goes. I will say this: when I do anything ASMR for some reason, like the live streams on the traffic, oh, I'm viral. I'm super viral. I have like 200. I've even had almost 1,000 people on my chat at one time.
Oh wow.
I was very happy about that, but sadly, with those types of live streams, they're more offstandish, if you know what I mean, where I'm not like in front of the camera, so I can't really talk to my viewers unless I'm doing what you do down there when you said hi beast, say hello beast. So I
Right.
can't really do that. But and that causes a lot of my normal supporters to leave because I'm not in front of the camera. So if they do show up, the ones that actually do show up, it's like they're I'm not entertaining my audience. So the algorithm is there for that specific type of live stream, but when it comes to anything else, no. My short videos always attract views. I get views, between a few hundred to 1,000 or even more. Just depends. And I've gained a lot of subs from my short videos. So I mean, I've gained I got I think 9 subs just from my short videos today,
It's
which is
amazing.
amazing.
Yep. Agreed. I'm a bit in no man's land. Um, you know, I was speeding along, things were looking pretty good, and views and watch hours, everything took a bit of a hit. Every once in a while, I have a guest, and everything kicks up because they got a large following that comes in.
Right.
Um, but I go back to the reason why I'm doing it is that I'm bringing up guests. I'm talking about the things that have helped my life immensely. Have actually given me a life back. And the guests are offering the same. So it's for the people who might need to hear it.
Yeah.
So
Well, you have a lot of solid support though. Like your supporters, including me, we're all solid supporters of you. So we're like, anytime that we see you live, we're gonna be there at least a few minutes. You know, we always show up. I mean, normally. I mean, there have been live streams where Nature Guy isn't there, or I'm not there, or Danny isn't there, or whoever else isn't there. But generally, we're out of 3 of your live streams a day. Most of us are there for at least one of those live streams every day, at
that's
least.
true. And I don't take that for granted.
And
I
I know you don't, but I'm saying is we, you know, uh, we all appreciate you, so that's why we do that. I know, I know, and I know we all have our own different ways that we appreciate you and our own thoughts, but we all appreciate you and your channel, so that's why we're here. But
thank you, Joshua. You
otherwise, we'll
see
be dead and
Buddhist
leave.
you see Buddhist comment directed toward
Hey,
you.
but yes, look, it is Lee, and it is Lee No Starred Cat. It is Buddha. So I want to let someone else come up here though. Okay, I just want to say hi and all that. I want someone else to come up. Since you don't have an actual guest, I want people to come up and say hi to you. Like this could be a say hello to Yogi kind of live stream.
Sure. Or sing a song if they want. If they want to
Sing a
come up and
song.
sing a
Okay, I'll
song.
sing a song. Let's see. I'll just do this. Oh, by the way, since I'm up here, while I'm up here, Squirrel Sniper, I even tagged you in my short video that I told you I was going to do, One Love, the little dance video that I did. I told you I was going to do it a few days ago, and I did it. I even tagged you, and I didn't see anything from you in my short video. You need to go check that one out, Squirrel Sniper. That one. I don't care if you check out none else, but because you specified because we were talking about that, I expected you to be there. So go check it out whenever
And
you
you
can.
cannot deny the finger wag.
The finger wag, yes. Anyway, aside from that, I'll sing the song. Okay. If I could turn back the hands of time, then my yogi, you'd still be mine. I even looked at you technically, even though I wasn't.
I know. I could not make eye contact. Do you know why? Because I would never be able to tear my eyes away again.
I'm gonna get off here, guys. Everyone, take care and stay amazing. Bye, guys. Love you all.
Thank you, Joshua.
Namaste, my friend. Yes.
Namaste to you. Asha says, Kumbaya, my love. Kumbaya. Marie says, yes, we're always here to support you, Yogi. Marie, thank you. Thank you, Buddha. Wow, 56 subs. Well done, Marie. When's the first live stream? Hey, ladies, guys, 17 days till St. Patrick's Day. Yep, 1 day until March. Hours away from March. For me, I mentioned earlier today, it's springtime because the messenger ducks have come back, the hooded ducks. They're here for like 1, 2, maybe 3 times during the year. Sniper is looking now. Cat's laughing. But it said that was funny shit. Hey, speaking of guests, tomorrow Lady Sky is going to come up, and she is cooking a surprise for Li Lu. I hope Li Lu can make it. So we got a song. We got a line from Joshua. If anyone else feels like singing a song, do one song. We'll let someone else come up. You can come back and do another song. Hey, Tat, are you still here? The Potato Sermon by Alan Watts. Anything can be a sermon, guys. I've had sermons on spatulas and sporks and forks and spoons. I've had them on potato peelers. What else have we had sermons about in the morning? I highly recommend looking for Alan Watts's Potato Sermon. It's not long to read, but it's long to read out loud on a live stream. So maybe I'll save that for a morning. I've had mushy pea sermon skits for sure. Ladies guy says I can't wait to make Lilu surprise tomorrow. Waffles? It's gonna be waffles, right? Marie says, man, I wish I could come up and sing, but I can't because I'm not at home. Gotcha. Monster ducks. That sounds a bit unpleasant. It's the hooded ducks. They're pretty. They're really, really cool looking. This guy says about to make a pumpkin pie for tomorrow, Yogi. Nice. This guy says no waffles. Hey, speaking of numbers, so Marie hit 56. Skitosis. 1,000+ subs, guys. Ninja guy is doing okay. He has not had an iguana fall on him yet. It's always a possibility, though. There's a meme that goes around, and I always post it when I see it. The odds of being killed by a cow are very small, but they're never zero. The sobering thought. Hey, Laura. Kenna, how are you? Let me go to Skits' channel real quick. Make sure he's holding steady. 1K. Awesome. Cat says, woo to Skits. Hey, this guy says, how are you, Yogi? I'm pretty good, Lady Sky. Zero can be good. Stationary baseline. Yes, but again, the odds of being killed by a cow are never zero. The odds of you being killed by me being killed by your left ear are even lower than me being killed by a cow. But again, it's not zero. It could happen. Skit says, love you, my friend. Hope you had a super day, super Saturday. It has been a pretty good Saturday. Stepper says, be the cow. Be the cow. I'm channeling my inner cow. So the odds. Speaking of the odds. What are the odds of even being born? 1 in 400 trillion. You think about it. The fact that every one of your ancestors had to survive some amazingly difficult times. The fact that one of my slow ass ancestors wasn't eaten by a saber-toothed tiger never ceases to surprise me. These guys said, I bet you want to see me make this pumpkin pie. It would be fun. Laura says, what is wrong with your ear? My ear? Joshua's ear. It says, Mushy Pea Party is a must, Danny bro. You two have at it. Don't forget to not send me an invitation. This guy says, congrats on your 1K skits. Hey, Frozen Heart. Thank you. What's it says by a cow? I almost got unalive trying to feed a cow. I think he told me that once. My dog kept barking and I kept turning to her to tell her to stop. And of course, I accidentally let my arm drop on the, ooh, wow, I like your friends. That wasn't the cow's fault, man. Don't blame the cow for that. It says hashtag justice for the justice of iguanas. Justice for iguanas. Frozen Hearted says, thought you already had 1K skits. Congrats, by the way. My ex hit a cow? Like in a car? Or like, was it a personal vendetta? They had wards. Your husband lost money to the cow in a poker game. It was a drinking argument. They got in a fight over watching a football game. Was it over a woman? Were they fighting over you? Was your ex and the cow fighting over you? It says, I once got chased out of a field by a whole herd of cows. Can I eat pumpkin pie? Physically, I am physically capable of eating pumpkin pie. Would I? As long as it's vegan, I would eat it. Frozen Heart is in the background. Appreciate that. It says, P.S. I never knew cows could jump, so I ran, and they all ran with me. Hashtag big mistake. Laura is tired. It's a little late for you, isn't it? Nope, actually, you are, I don't know where you are. Is cow tipping a thing in the United States? Supposedly. I think it's a myth. I was chased by a bull once too. Nature guy says I got chased by a bull once, probably one of the scariest moments of my life, even scarier than the bear. I was not chased by a bear, my father was, though. Hey, Janet, how are you? Horse says, dang, dang. Horse says, every second of the past had to go exactly as it did in order for your father's sperm. Man, I'm 60, almost 61 years old, and I thought I would live out the remainder of my life without ever saying my father's sperm out loud, especially on a live stream. And then Wesser comes along and makes me say it. Thanks, Wesser. It's pretty incredible to think about. This guy says, I'll ship it to you, Yogi. FedEx, if you want this pumpkin pie. Is it vegan? Gotta be vegan. Pepper says it's so myth here. So you guys go around tipping cows? I think it should be fair that cows go around tipping humans, in my opinion. What if right now there's a cow with a British accent saying, you know what? It's about time we get ours, man. Exchange of the muffins. It's going to be vegan. Are you making a vegan pumpkin pie? Pepper says, greetings to the real Janet. Pepper says it's payback for our ancestors. What do your ancestors have against cows? What did the cows do to your ancestors? I'm going to organize a march for the cows. This guy says cow tipping is from the Disney movie Cars, Yogi. It's been around for a long time. We used to talk about it when we were kids, but never knew anyone who actually did it. Oh, the cow revolution in 1795? Well, cows were just standing up for their right to vote. What's this say? So, Yogi, I take it you're absolutely opposed to consuming any food uh, attenuated, did I get that right? Created from the lacto mucus secretions from the mammary glands of a bovine. If you put it like that, it sounds so appetizing. And it's like, man, how could I refuse? Man, I could go for a big glass of lacto mucus secretions right now. Kat says, I think cow tipping was around before the movie Cars. I think so too. There you go, guys. Michael Burkeen drops a new episode of YouTube Com Shorts. It's a mini episode. Make sure that you guys check him out. Michael is a seriously talented YouTuber. Support our people, guys. Teacher guy says, I've never seen anyone cow tipping, and I lived on farms my whole life. However, I wouldn't put it past some people. Yep, I like cows. Cows should be left alone to do their cow stuff. It says, if I dress as a cow and I bring you some nice food, would you tip me, squirrel? If I help you achieve your dreams. It's a magical cow. Lady Sky drops a link. I don't want to watch cows being tipped. Once again, guys, I like cows. I owe a great karmic debt to cows. What's this? Is not cows. Uruks, ancestors of cows, huge vicious creatures. It's a shame we domesticated them. Nature Guy says, fun fact, Australia once had a war with kangaroos. Google it. Interesting. Who won? Man, imagine a world run by kangaroos. Imagine the world that we would have. Right now, we would be riding around in pouches. Get this opening a restaurant where all the waiters are cows. I like that. Sherry says, Skits, I want to know why you want to be tipped by squirrels. Hey, Sherry. I got it up. I'll watch it after the live stream, Lady Sky. Anyone feel like singing a song? Going to be live for at least another 20 minutes. Danny says, if I dress up as a cow, I will live in Yogi's basement. And he would feed him. I would feed a cow if a cow came over. Simple says 1111 patrolling. It says Sherry helping a mate and you get paid. Winner. I'm trying to think if I know any songs with cows in it, but I don't. This guy says beef cow or dairy cow, Yogi? I just like cows. I like all cows. For those who might have heard me talk about it before, maybe you haven't, I mentioned that I owe a karmic debt to cows. I've worked in a veal farm about 6 months or so, maybe more, maybe 9 months. I don't rightly recall. I was 15 years old, living with a cousin in Pennsylvania, older cousin. She's actually a second mom for me. I love being up there. I did not like working on the veal farm, but that was the price of living there until school started, and then I went to school up there, and then I started cooking classes and days in schools. I'd get off the school bus and I'd stick my thumb out and I would hitchhike all over northern Pennsylvania. I ended up in New York once, not New York City, but New York. It was only one county away from New York. Picked up by another cousin, huge family up there. And he's like, he took me back and he's like, your other son, told my cousin, your other son was hitchhiking in New York, no idea where he was going. To be honest, I didn't even know I was in New York. It says, much love to Buddha. What's it says, we didn't domesticate them, Yogi. That's a myth. All evidence proves that they were genetically altered and given to us. Bye. Who did that, Wassa? Anyway, working in veal farm did not turn me vegan, although later in life it helped turn me vegetarian. But I still kept eating meat for a long period of time. But I was dissatisfied, but I didn't think I could eat any other way. It's not a big vegetable eater back then. Hey, Francis. Thank you for that, Francis. I appreciate you saying that. But one day I came across a photo. I was getting more and more interested in being a vegan. I knew some vegan athletes who were quite successful. I was unhappy. You know, the yogic diet is vegetarian. However, I think if it was updated, it would be vegan. One day, I saw a photo of a cow who had fallen off a ramp, being sent to her death, and the farmer, angry look in his face, kicking her in the face. And the cow looked at that farmer with fear, with dread, and with a look of compassion. Never seen anything like that before. And I looked at that photo and said, all right, I'm done. Never had it again. Didn't you guys say I got kicked out of New York once? Yeah, that's a funny story. The whole state or the city? This guy says in that clip that you will see, Yogi, tractors are being used to be cows. Tractors are being used to be cows. The Anuka K. Francis says science will save us all. You think so, Francis? Let's talk about that. First, what do you think we need to be saved by? And second, how do you think science will do it? Always open to hearing other people's thoughts. Kicked out of the city. What were you kicked out of the city for? The cow's name should be Atticus, Yogi, if you had a pet cow. I do like that name. I like the name Atticus. Atticus Finch. To Kill a Mockingbird. To Kill a Mockingbird might be the single best movie made into a book, or a book made into a movie. Sorry. It's an incredible book. One of my all-time favorites. Definitely in a top 10. Whenever I asked to name my top 5, for some reason it always misses the list, but it shouldn't. It could actually be in the top 3. I love it that much. And of course, Gregory Peck, the movie. By the way, it was also Robert Duvall's first movie. Robert Duvall passed away at age 95 just a couple of days ago. It says, tell you what I really want is a microscope. Let's get you a microscope for your birthday, Skits. I do like the name Atticus. Nature Guy says, used to have a microscope, Skits. I loved it. Nature Guy says, my only crazy thing I ever did. I have a long, long list. All these divides and inequalities. Well, how do you think science is going to fix that? How do you think science is going to save us? Nature Guy said that was a story for another time. What's it say? Some caveman wasn't smart enough to take a nuke back to his cave, or ancestors corn or rice with seeds smaller than poppy seeds, and raise grows stuck for desired traits with no return. And then it says, nice Nature Guy. Always I wanted to study microscopic life. Oh, I didn't take it yet. Rosie, thank you. Rosie, I'd be lost without you, Danny, and Tiger King. All 3 of you remind me. Does Atticus have a meaning? Probably. I don't know it. I like it because, again, Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird. Francis says, calm us down. So science is going to calm us down? I think it's kind of a double-edged sword. I think for every advancements we've made, we've also caused some side effects that have not helped us. What's it says? Convinced 20 generations of his descendants to do the same on the promise that eventually their descendants would have something of great value. Didn't happen. It's a lot of convincing. 20 generations. Poor Mockingbird. Well, it didn't say they killed it. It said to kill. By the way, it's not an instruction book. What's it says? He missed the first part of that comment. No, I read that. I read about the caveman wasn't smart enough. Nature Guy says microbiology is very interesting. Skits. He despise what's in your water and around you. Don't want to know. That's okay, Wesson. Skits this person. I think science will never explain some things due to the instruments being this dimension. Science is a mystery. Mystery is a science. I like the sound of that. This guy says, you have that book? Yep, I have 3 or 4 copies of it. I have a copy right behind me on my well-organized bookshelf. I heard you. All right, guys, I'm sorry, where are we? Heavenly was in, I think, yesterday or the day before. Skid says, I love at nature like microscopic wildlife. Nature Guy says, yes, it is, Skits. Nature Guy said, and Lady Sky says, not well organized bookshelf. To your eyes, but for me, perfectly organized. I have it in order of which I put the books. Does that make sense? It's in the order that I place the books. Dust. There ain't no dust in those books, man. That's right, I said ain't. There ain't no. Man, boy, my English teacher mother would not be pleased with me if she heard that. Not to mention that she would say, you're talking about books that you love, and you said ain't no. There ain't no dust in them books. Francis says, Young would say our egos are a reflection of the awesome power that is coming. He might at one point. I think if Young kept evolving, very much influenced by Eastern thought, and Eastern thought is not so enamored with the ego as Western psychology has been at one point. It says, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It depends on who she is. Did I know that there was not a single human bone in the entire so-called pre-human fossil record? And it's Anunnaki. I'll never remember it. I actually can save everyone trouble from correcting my pronunciation by reminding them that I do appreciate when it is written out phonetically, but I'm never going to remember it, so I'm going to go right back to mispronouncing it. As Kat can testify. Danny says, Yogi, we need to fix your books, me and Kat and Skitosis. Never. It'll never happen. Never. Perfectly organized. Skit says, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It depends on who she is. Yogi 2026. I stand by my quote. It is, Nature Guy. You got that right. Except for the organized part. Skit says, I'm a great ADHD organizer, Danny. Nature Guy says, my thing always looks like a mess, but I know exactly where everything is, and it gets moved. And if it gets moved, me too. Despite what some people who shall remain nameless have to say about it. Also says, I can't explain why you're kicking down your bookshelves in my music video. It just seemed rockish. Well, that sums me up. Francis says, so lucid. What's that, Francis? Cat is rolling eyes. This is wow. I'm just saying. Skits and Nature Guy. Just, I'm sticking up for my organizing skills. I know approximately where every book is. Approximately. What's it? He says, well, someone who shall not be named, Yogi, messed up. No, Cat only sees me in my original innocence. Jack, how are you, my friend? What's new in the skating world? Nature Guy says, depends on your definition of organizing and skills. I have very loose definitions of both. Awesome, Jack. This guy says, Cat, will you teach him to get organized 101? Organized doesn't necessarily mean everything looking really nothing wrong with that bookshelf, guys. There's a place for everything. Everything has a place. Nature Guy says, if you really arrange his stuff, he won't know where anything is again. Thank you. Any on the floor? I got lots of shoes on the floor. No books on the floor. None on the floor. I got some on this big box that has a computer, a brand new computer that's 5 years old and has never been taken out of the box. Cat says, no, Lady Sky, I will not. Wissa says, no, a bookshelf should look well and oft used. Thank you, Wissa. I agree. Reinhardt says, good, very good. I'm healing well. Still can't do push-ups because of a torn muscle in my chest when I crashed, but I'm still able to skate. I'm glad you're recovering, and I'm glad you can skate. How bad is the tear? You going to need surgery to correct it? Sniper says it's tiny then. Thank you, Sniper. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 10 or more pair of shoes on the floor. Because when my foot was really bad, I had to find just the right shoe that would allow me to keep going. I'm glad no surgery. Danny says, Cat, let's go fix Yogi's books with schizosis. Sniper says, if none of my 3,418 books on the floor, it's spotless, Eric, in my eyes. Now, I do have books on the floor in the next room. This guy says, all that dust? There's no dust in here. Might be a cobweb. You know what? Cobwebs. In all my life, I've never once seen a cob spinning a web. Makes me wonder. Francis says, happy smile. Thank you, my friend. Buddha's in the background. Appreciate it. Danny says, Yogi, I'm going to Joshua's live stream. Told Joshua I said hi, Danny. Jack says, what's up, my friend? Sniper says, not take the camera there, sorted. Once you've seen cob spinning webs many times, well, you're a lucky man. I want a short. I want you to do a short of a cob spinning a web. Fresh coat of paint. What's the matter with the color? Jack's saying hi to Lady Sky. Yellow. Man, I wouldn't want to live in a yellow room. The only time I really like yellow is in nature and in Van Gogh paintings. Nope. No Home Depot. No department stores. No hardware stores. We've made them illegal in my little town. We don't believe in home improvements. Home is where you're comfortable. Francis says, grace is in our souls. Agreed, my friend. I agree. Melissa says, well, I can't make them appear on command, but if I happen to catch one on video, I'll make a short. Maybe some dust bunnies still. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Would love to see the dust bunnies. No lows. Nope. Not a one. We live in an improvement-free zone. Be satisfied where you are and the conditions that you have. We can do breath work, Rosie. How about we do breath work and we're going to shut things down? We're just hitting an hour's mark. So, Rosie, give me just a little bit of feedback. How do you feel? What would we like to accomplish with this breath work? Nature Guy says, first I want to organize, now they want to paint. Next they will be remodeling. It's never ending. Jack says, I always love to stop by and show love. The Reinhardt Channel 100 has a lot to do with family and love. We are all loving, appreciative family. The best the best family. Jack, you are awesome in the skating videos, but watching your kids and watching you with your kids, that's what it's all about. Nope, Tiger King could not make it tonight, but he said he would try to make it tomorrow. This guy says, no, there's a Lowe's place or Home Depot. No, actually, there was a feud between Home Depot and Lowe's back in 1996. And the very last Lowe's was wiped out. Man, I guess the feud was about 6 years long. So maybe 2002. A warfare of mutual exclusion. No good came from it, my friends. Rosie says, to be honest, anything can help at this point. Gotcha. So are we talking about anxiety right now? Let's do what I think is one of the best. Thank you, Reinhardt's. One of the best breaths for anxiety, the 4-7-8 breath. Everyone should be familiar with it by now. We breathe in the nose for count of 4, softly, slowly. Remember, when we go for 4, it's a count, not seconds, and we're not seeing how much breath we can get in at 4. We're bringing the air in. 4. We hold it for a count of 7. We exhale through the mouth. Your lips are pursed. Tongue on the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth, and you're extending it slow. You want to hear the whoosh. Rosie, when you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Stephen says Tiger King's going to be out of town. There's an anxiety song. There's an anticipation song. I thought about singing that sometime. Rosie is ready. Guys, we're going to do breath work. Rosie, if you can go ahead and close your eyes for me. Give a quick scan through your body. Let's start with the eyes and the temple. As you breathe in, just notice the area around your eyes. As you breathe out, relax consciously. Remind your body to relax. My eyes are relaxing. Temples relaxing. Bring your attention down to your jaw. You carry a lot of tension in the jaw. Breathing in, and as you exhale, remind your jaw to relax. Come down to your shoulders and just let the shoulders sink. As if you are literally letting go of all the weight that you've been carrying, every bit of tension and all the stress. You're just letting it roll off your shoulders. Your shoulders fall down towards the ground. Breathing, relaxing all the way down to your hips, all the way down to your feet. Now bring that same attention up to your nose. Notice that you're breathing in through the nose. You're breathing out through the nose. Just notice the breath coming in. And as you're noticing the breath, bring your attention down to your belly and notice that as you breathe in, your belly is expanding. And as you exhale, the belly falls back. There's an easy rhythm going on. Relaxed. We're going to breathe in through the nose for a count of 4. We're going to hold for 7. Exhale through the mouth, pursed lips, extending the breath slow, as if you're releasing air from a balloon, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. So on this breath, breathe in for a count of 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In for 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with a whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale with a whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale with a whoosh 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath for 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let the breath go. Let it settle into its own easy and natural rhythm. Stay in that relaxed spot. Hey, Rosie, can you open your eyes? We're going to do a little bit of somatic work. Fold your arms and just up and down. You can stop, strategically give yourself a squeeze, and then keep moving nice and slow. We are self-comforting, self-regulating. Slide your hands all the way down until they're touching in a prayer position. Back and forth, staying in contact. You can do this when you're very anxious, and you can do it fast. And as it's going fast and you're burning through that energy, naturally begins to slow down. You can move it around in the hand. Slide one hand into your heart center Again, you can start fast if you want. Slow it down. Allow yourself to be guided on where to move your hand. Maybe up or further down. And that's it. And we're going to wrap things up, guys. Appreciate everyone being here, hanging out with me. Tomorrow night, Lady Sky is going to come up and she's going to cook a surprise for Lee Mill. Rosie says, thank you so much. Always, Rosie. Always, my friend. You know we're always here for you. Wesley says, toots. Buddha says, night, Yogi. Night, Buddha. Thanks, guys. Love you all. I will see you in the morning, 5 o'clock. Good night, Francis. Rosie says, it means a lot. Thanks again. Love you all. We love you too. Take care, guys.